Here are 10 upcoming rappers of 2022. I know this is really late. I usually do this like in January or February, but life happens. These are all just artists that I've been listening to heavy throughout the year. Hopefully you're able to find at least one or two new artists that you really enjoy because of this video. So first artist I'll be talking about is Midwest. I was listening to him heavy all throughout last year, and coming into this year I was really excited for his newest project, Better Luck Next Time. This video was supposed to be released, like I said, early in the year, and it was supposed to be released around the same time that project dropped, but now that it's dropped, I've listened to it and I think my expectations were a little too high. Midwest makes amazing music, but that project in particular by the end of the year is not going to be one of my favorite albums of 2022, and that's completely okay. He has a very melodic hyper pop sound to him that I think you'd really enjoy. Check him out. He's probably one of the biggest artists on this video just simply off of numbers alone, so I really hope you like his music or any other artist's music in this video. Next artist is White Rose Moxie. I covered Tom the Mailman in last year's upcoming rappers video, and I only felt it was right to cover White Rose Moxie. They have a very similar sound, and all throughout last year I was really close to putting them on my top 10 favorite albums or top 10 favorite songs by the end of the year, but it was a pretty good year for music, and I felt like it was only right that I finally talk about him because his music has helped me a lot. His project Trojan was one of my favorites, and it had a couple amazing songs on it like Ring the Alarm and Stars. Chase Murphy. It's crazy to think that I first heard of this man's music way back in 2019 when I discovered 99 Neighbors. He was a feature on their project Television. I absolutely love those guys, and I've been following his music ever since. It was time to put him on here. He has a song with Mick Jenkins that I absolutely love, and a new EP out this year, Tip of the Iceberg. Love what he's doing, and I feel like he just doesn't get enough recognition, so hopefully this could send some people his way.
I never strayed from my path. Yeah, oh yeah. I've been happy for a year and a half. Bitches me and John Glass, flow covered in butter like king crab. Time moves slow, I happen to think faster. Bags all packed up, August bringing big changes. I look at life from a new angle. I'm making moves while y'all move like y'all toes tangle.
Greg Newman. I had the pleasure of knowing this man for like the past 3-4 years, since like 2017. That's so crazy to me, and hearing the first song that he sent me compared to the music that he makes now, it is unbelievable to see the amount of progression that he's taken within his music, not just music wise but visuals as well. Artistically, he's the full package. His music is very loud and aggressive, which I absolutely love, and I think you would definitely enjoy his music too. It's very high energy, and it seems like he's only getting better with time.
Here is a mind on fire, right to the angular gyrus, straight from the back to the prefrontal cortex and right to the iris. I've been looking for a piece in all of this heat, but now it's too hard to find it. Running off madness, bull in a China shop, doing damage blinded. Trying not to lose myself in a retrospect. I removed myself in the mood I felt when I knew I'd help. If I play by the rules, then I fool myself.
Redvel. He's a very young upcoming artist that has an old school feel to him. Me personally, I think he sounds like a mixture between guys like Trapo, Joey Perp, and the most popular one probably being Earl Sweatshirt. I could easily see him being huge in the next couple of years, especially with how young he is. Being on tour right now with Denzel Curry definitely helps. I think that's a great audience to listen to his music. For having such a young career, he's done a lot, and I'm excited to see what he's able to do in the future.
Do 100 on the dash until I've been running miles, think I need to slow down. The money helps me come, so I don't need a soul now. Move on back to the days I put my weight up on the ground. Lucky if I switch, I'm screaming fuck it up now.
Kevin George, another artist that I've been following for what feels like forever now. Since 2018 I first heard of him, and I've been following his music ever since. Fortina, his 2018 project, is still a great album that I go back and listen to. He has a very melodic sound to him, and what recently got me back into his music was his newest project, The Show Must Go On. Hiccup being one of my personal favorites on that project. He's an artist that never really took off the way I expected him to. I mean, he had a song with Gunna early on, and he's being backed by his label pretty often. Maybe there's other reasons why, but if we look at the numbers alone, he's been steadily going up. Just, you know, greatness takes time, I guess. Bad Neighbors. They're two artists, Chaos and Rage, an artist duo that make punk, rock, emo rap, and it's amazing to say the least. If we judge a book by its cover, if you look at these guys, you would not think they make this type of music that they do. Aesthetically, there's something else, and that's why I think they're gonna make it huge, because they have a good sound to go with it. It's not a gimmick, it's just who they are.
She said my life a wreck, she want me crash and burn. Heard about my life, can't waste no more time. My life's on my side, doing everything precise. Dreaming about those losses, asking what the cost was.
Paris, Texas, another rap duo. They have a similar sound that reminds me of artists like Baby Keem or even AG Club, which we covered last year. A very aggressive sound to their music, heavy metal being one of the first songs I heard by them, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of their music that I've listened to. I absolutely love artists that do something different, and a couple of artists on this list that I've made all do something different. Their catalog of music isn't that big yet, but from what they've done last year, I can only imagine what they're going to do in the future and have a bright career ahead of them. Jaleel, I remember my friend put me onto his music 2 years ago. He showed me a video of this dude who was just jacked up, ripped, and a lot of the comments at the time were saying he does not sound anything like how he looks. There seems to be a theme going on with this video of, you know, judging a book by its cover and then hearing something completely different. So that could be one of the main reasons why he's been blowing up like crazy this year. TikTok also plays a big part in that. But I've noticed so far a lot of these artists that I've covered have very high energy, and in a sense can be compared to a high energy version of Playboy Cardi, I guess. His music makes you want to go up and do something. And the last artist we're going to be talking about in today's video is Autumn. I first heard about him on his collab song with Superboy, Kool-Aid Man, and I remember when that song dropped, a lot of comments were saying this would be so much better without Superboy, which made me confused because they have very similar sounds and they made the song what it is, and it was a good song that I thoroughly enjoyed. I get comparing artists, but comparing artists on the same song is a little weird. Either way, he makes great music and I feel like you should check him out. Those are 10 artists that I've been listening to. Hopefully you're able to find at least 1 or 2 new artists that you really enjoy listening to. Let me know what you think of them in the comments, along with any other artists that I should check out and listen to myself. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you in the next one.